Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm a rising junior at Kushner, and this is my final video for my robotic arm. So, the way it works is it has a base made out of wood, and the base is comprised of one 11 by 11 inch piece of wood. Then on top of that, if you can see in between, is a 6-inch Lazy Susan turntable, which allows the entire arm to move very smoothly even though it is holding up a lot of weight. Then on top of that are 2 spacers on either side and a slightly smaller piece of wood. And on top of that, we have 2 stilts which the arm itself rests on. Then in the center of the in the center of the base is a square hole cut for a servo, and the servo allows the entire arm to actually rotate around, which allows it a huge amount of freedom all around. So then the way the arm actually works is it's made of a number of aluminum bars, and the aluminum bars have holes cut in them for the servos to fit in through. And the way this works, the way the arm is actually controlled, is there are 2 ways of controlling it. One way is by using potentiometers like this, and the other way is by using an EEG headset. And the way that works is it'll actually measure your brain activity level to control the servos. So since I already demonstrated all of the servos working through potentiometers in the last milestone video, today I'm going to demonstrate a couple of the servos working with the EEG control, which I recently got working. So the way it works is you power on this NeuroSky MindWave EEG headset, and then on the computer I wrote a Python script. And the way this Python script works is it connects to the MindWave, connects to the Arduino, and then since blinking causes a spike in brain activity, it's actually able to detect the amplitude of the spike in brain activity and the length of it to detect when you blink. And then the way that will work is you can input a number of degrees and a servo in binary and then concentrate to actually make it move. So here it is working. Okay, so right now I have the EEG system working, and as you can see on the screen on the left, let me maximize that. It's actually responding to my blinks. Oh, I'm doing nothing, disconnected. So here I am with the code entered in to move the gripper servo to 180 degrees, and now all I have to do is concentrate to close it. So let me wait for my attention level to reach 70%. And there it goes. So here I'll show you actually entering it in. As I blink, I'm actually entering in binary numbers based on whether I blink once or blink twice. Here I just erased the code, so now I'll restart. And now if you watch the gripper, and I concentrate, it will open up. And that's how my EEG system works to control all the servos. So overall, I really enjoyed the program and I learned a ton. And one thing that I really learned that I wasn't really expecting was that the smallest problems always seem to take the longest. Like some problems I just expected to take 5 minutes, and they ended up taking 2 weeks or something like that. So I had a very difficult time just getting the rotation to work, putting in the servo into the base, which I thought, oh, how easy could it couldn't be easier, just drill a square hole, which proved to be extremely difficult by itself. and then just put in the servo and drill it in. But turns out, there were a number of problems, like the servo has to be perfectly centered right at the wheel and things like that I really wasn't anticipating, and it ended up taking a lot longer. Another problem that I had was actually powering the thing. So I first started using a 3 amp 5-volt power supply, which didn't actually work. And I'm not completely sure why anyway, so we had to get a new one. And it was just all of these different problems that I expected to take such a short time ended up taking so long. And what that really taught me, besides that, this can also be very frustrating in addition to being fun, is that you really have to learn, good problem solving skills. And I learned how to, try to isolate where the problem is. And, instead of just saying, oh no, this doesn't work, what can I do? Saying, okay, think about it, logically. If this doesn't work, then let's move on to the next thing, or let's, zoom in closer. So overall, I learned a ton from this program, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel that I'm a much better problem solver today because of it.